obviously, like, there is a little bit of a finale here to the Blizzard lawsuit drama. Update: Activision Blizzard has settled with the Equal Opportunity and will create an $18 million fund earmarked for compensating victims of harassment and discrimination. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you think this was a lot of money for them? Do you think that they... Okay, so let's say you make 50 million and you have to pay $18 million. Would you want to invest $18 million to make $50 million? Would anybody want to make that investment? Yes, okay. So this is what happens, and this is the problem with a lot of these governmental agencies, is that they're fair. They think that they're going to do whatever is fair. They're going to fine them for $18 million, and this is fair. If you want companies to stop doing this, you have to stop being fair. You have to stop playing fair with them. And the reason why you have to stop playing fair is because fairness, it is calculable. Fairness is predictable. Fairness you can plan around and you can manipulate. Unfairness, you never know what's going to happen. And that's what it's risk management. Yes, it's risk management. So the truth is that what this tells me here is that the situation at Activision Blizzard is not going to get better. And the reason for that is because this is a multi-billion-dollar company with average revenues in the billions of dollars. So if it only costs them $18 million a year, let's say, to treat their employees like shit, and then they can also fucking go and turn this around and be like, oh, we're helping victims of harassment and discrimination, this is like a double win for them. Like, not only did they get to fuck over their employees, but they also get to say that they're helping discrimination. So this is like a fucking win-win situation. Yeah, they fuck over their employees and they get virtue signal points. Of course they're gonna do this. Government's a fucking joke. It's pathetic. I'm amazed that this still happens. I really am. Every day I am amazed that there are not riots every fucking day. Like, that people do not immediately fucking march on whatever the government building is and demand an immediate recall of everybody inside. It's disgusting. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. When a company is caught doing something shady, they have to respond with a public statement. Representation. Oh yeah, these companies don't care at all about the causes, all right? And if you want any fucking evidence of that, look at the fact that Henry Ford sent cars to Hitler, all right? I don't want to fucking hear about, oh, well, these companies have a conscience. No, they fucking don't. They're trying to play on the winning side, and that's the only thing that matters. If it was popular to fucking say racist shit, these companies would be promoting white power. And that's what I really fucking believe. I don't think that they care about this shit at all. I don't think that people running the game, these companies, care about this shit at all. And they purely use these things to use legitimate social issues as shields for their disgusting corporate practices. That's what it really is. I understand that they sometimes do positive things, and I think that's nice. But whenever you do one positive thing, it's like, oh, well, okay, well, what we did is we made all of our workers work 100 hours a week, and 3 of them died. But we donated $100,000 to a charity that benefits women. No, that's not good enough. That's not fucking good enough. Stop working people until they die. And yes, we're seeing it right now with Blizzard. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit, okay? Painting of women gets turned into a bowl of fruit, but sidewalk wiener stays. Well, the thing is, like, Blizzard has so many different examples of dicks in their game. I'm just so tired of it. Like, I'm tired of being patronized by a company of weirdos that can't look at a woman and have an attractive woman without thinking that it's like somehow manipulating her or whatever, like, or it's like fucking objectifying her. It's just so cringe to me, and I'm just so tired of it, man. I'm just so fucking tired of that shit. They aren't doing anything wrong. Your son and trained? Absolutely they are. I think that they are. What they are doing is that they are bringing people on that have an agenda, and they want to change the video game to be congruent with their real life worldview. And I don't want that, because I want to play a fantasy game that is not dictated and directed by the sensitivities of people who have an agenda and they want to change a video game to reinforce that worldview. I don't want that. And I don't think anybody else does either. I see this happen with so many different things, and people get pissed off about it every fucking time. It was already like that? No, it was not already like that. That's the thing. is that the implication there is that having a dick, something, the big love rocket. So this is your implication, right? Is that the big love rocket there is somehow bad. That sex is fundamentally bad, and that's something that I disagree with. And you're right, it's a worldview. What I'm really saying is that I'm saying their worldview is wrong. I'm saying that they have a wrong-headed, a badly, I don't know, like focused worldview, and they are using that worldview and making my games worse. Yes, absolutely. Cringe plus, yeah, they've renamed the big love rocket, and also the twin consorts have been renamed in Throne of Thunder. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you so much. Sexism is now solved, because everybody knows a dick joke is the same as harassing an employee. Now, you want to know what my opinion is about all this stuff? I think that you can make sex jokes and you can make dick jokes, and it's not sexist at all. I think that women can make them. I think men can make them. I think they're fucking funny. And I think the idea that you can't make these things, you can't say this kind of stuff, just like Final Fantasy. Here's the, you want to know why it's okay that Final Fantasy can do this stuff? It's because they're not fucking creeps. They're not creeps. Just don't be a fucking creep. Don't be personal with it. Yeah, it's the same as like if you walk around the office and you put your hand on people's shoulders. Yes, this is an invasion of personal privacy or personal space. You should not really be touching people. I never touch people, okay? I never do that. Doesn't matter about COVID or anything. I don't like touching people. And anyway, you see this like in all my pictures. Like I almost always hover hand people. It doesn't matter if it's a hot girl or a fat dude. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm hover handing you either way because I don't want to touch you. So if you're walking around and you're putting your hand on somebody's shoulder, you know, everybody's shoulder at the office, yes, this is bad. But you know what's a lot worse? Is if the only person that you put your hand on their shoulder is the pretty young girl. And you don't put your hand on anybody else's shoulder, just hers. And that's where they're at. That's where they're fucking at. Yeah, sniffing their hair. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's harassment. Yeah, of course it's harassment. It's weird. And I'm not about that at all. Not one bit. I think one thing that's like really off-putting to me as with Diablo. So apparently Diablo changed the way the Amazon looked, and I didn't play the original Diablo, but I think that the language of the reason why they changed it was because that yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So they had changed it because she looked like she had just walked out of a nightclub or something like that. And so this is, again, you know, Blizzard, you know, because they can't sniff girls' chairs after they get up, they obviously can't have attractive women in their games at all, right? It's either one or the other. There's no sense of decorum or you know, medium here at all. It's just, it's either all or nothing, okay? They're either wearing nothing or they're wearing none outfits.
So, I saw that Blizzard has, they're removing emotes from the game now. There's like more emotes getting removed. I can't help but to feel like, I feel like I'm the one getting punished. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm getting punished because Blizzard developers like can't keep their hands to themselves. We can't use these emotes now because like some weirdo at your company has a problem. I think WoW's coming to an end. People have been saying WoW's gonna die for like 10 years, but I do think that it's definitely, like, this is definitely a big turning point for the health of the game. Like, to me, I'm sad about it for sure, but it's not like they're ever gonna shut down the servers. Like, they'll probably always just keep making expansions. I mean, fuck, dude, EverQuest keeps making expansions. So, I don't think, like, WoW is gonna, like, just, like, they're gonna shut down all the servers and just say, okay, well, we're never gonna make any WoW content again. It's just that it's not going to be as big as it used to be, and it's going to be much more niche, and it's going to have a much smaller community. Like, I don't want to, like, put all my eggs in one basket with this game anymore. Like, it's so fucking exhausting having to deal with them, and just, like, the attitude of the developers. Like, as I said, I just, like, there's something that's, like, just really off-putting about them changing, like, all of the things in the game, to me. And I find it, as I said, I find it personally insulting because I think that it comes with the implication that the players are somehow at fault or there's something bad about the players. And I really resent that as a player. I think honestly it's a cultural thing too. I'm gonna be honest, it seems like Western developers just have their fucking head up their ass. Like it's literally that simple. They have their fucking head up their ass and they have these gigantic fucking egos and they have no business having this big of an ego. Like most of the games that come out are usually derivative of other older games. There are very rarely like new, super unique, like cool ideas. And ironically, the people that usually have the new, super unique, cool ideas never act like the people who don't. It's like almost, it's like the worse of a developer you are, the bigger your ego is.